everyone, this is Plot Threads, and today, halfway through the month of September, I wanted to do my August reading wrap-up. I haven't really been able to make any more videos than I did my first couple. I'm still really super new at this and still getting started, still nervous, so let's just keep to the basics. Reading wrap-up, easy to do, fun to talk about. For August, I read 7 books, which is actually kind of more than I usually read. I usually don't have a lot of time. Here we go. I'm gonna rank these in order from the ones I enjoyed least to the ones I enjoyed most. So that does not say anything about the relative quality of the book. Really, it's only based on how much I personally liked it. So to start, number 7. I rated this book 2 stars because it just wasn't for me at all. And there's a specific element about the book that I really didn't enjoy. And this book was Pride and Prescience by Carrie Bebris. And it's the first, I believe, in I think a Mr. and Mrs. Darcy mystery series, which on the outset sounded like something I would love, because Pride and Prejudice combined with like cozy mysteries, that's basically my cup of tea. That's basically ideal. But this book I did not like, and it's because I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't go into too much detail, but there was an element of the supernatural. I didn't enjoy it, not at all. There was nothing wrong with the book except that supernatural element, which I just did not like at all. Number 6 was the book I had to read and discuss for my book club at work, and that was Manhattan Beach by Jennifer Egan. And I think I also gave this one 2 stars. And this one was so disappointing. I was expecting to enjoy it, and I did not. It was a well-written book, beautifully researched. All the elements were there. The main character I liked a lot. I enjoyed reading her stories, but there were 2 other narrative threads woven in about her father and a man connected with her father who also had a relationship with her later in the book, and honestly, I didn't care about either of them. I just did not care about their stories at all. Which, like I said, was really disappointing. I had heard very good things about this book, and I was expecting to at least like it, and other than a couple of sections in the writing, I just did not. Number 5 was another big disappointment, and it was Mystery of the 3 Quarters by Sophie, which is a continuation of Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot books. This one I had been really looking forward to. It's the 3rd in the series, preceded by Closed Casket and the Monogram Murders, both of which I enjoyed. I enjoyed the Monogram Murders a lot more than I enjoyed either of the other 2, to be honest. But this one was just disappointing. First off, it does not feel like Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot. You have to go into it knowing, having, I won't say low expectations because it's not bad, just expectations of specific difference, which I did. I didn't mind that at all. It was interesting to see a new take, but everything felt, how can I describe this? I might actually do a full video review of this book because I was really, really looking forward to it, and it just felt very flat. This one was probably 3 stars. Everything was amped up, but in a not stylized, but theatrical way, like someone play acting at this time period and the character tropes in a mystery. There's a specific character who's in there for very, very little time of the actual narrative plot. It's a boy. I can't remember his name right now, but it was like, oh, I'm a boy in a mystery. I'm a precocious child in a mystery. And that was his character. So there was also something specific that I didn't like, and I very, 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 very greatly didn't like it, and I think that colored my perception of the book overall, because I liked it a lot more apart from this element. It was definitely not a traditional Agatha Christie reading experience. so keep that in mind if you want to pick it up. Number 4 was Death by Dumpling by Vivien, which is the first in a noodle shop mystery. I believe the second is going to be released or has been released. I can't remember the date. I can't remember the title either, but this is a cozy mystery series, which, again, my bread and butter. Love that. And this one was pretty good. It follows a girl named Lana, who's, I think she's about in her mid to late 20s. She left a big corporate job and a failed relationship that we actually really don't find out much about. That was a complaint I guess I had, to go work in her parents' noodle shop. Now this is really interesting because you don't really get a lot of diversity in cozy mysteries, but Lana is Taiwanese American, which was really nice to see, honestly. But the mystery itself was fine. The romance element, ugh, I did not like that at all. I gave this 3 stars, and you know immediately, like as soon as you start reading it, there's a character, a cop investigating it, and you know he's very combative with the main character, and she's like, oh, how dare you, and oh, you know, you think they're gonna get together. I didn't like it at all. Did not like it. Also colored my perception of the entire book. Because of that, I was like, oh, it was pretty good. If you like cozy mysteries and you want something, pick up a quick read. And Lana's a fun character, so I did enjoy that. Number 3 is The Last Time I Lied by Raleigh Sager, which I already did a whole video about. So I'm not gonna rehash that, but I liked it okay. It was alright. Not my favorite. Number 2 was The Good Daughter by Karin Slaughter, which I did enjoy. I think I gave that 3.5 or 4 stars. It was a good story, well written. I really, really liked the characters. There were 2 sisters that the story was about. The story is about 2 sisters dealing with the fallout of a traumatic experience that resulted in their mother's death when they were very young. It's also about their kind of fraught relationship with their father, both because of this traumatic incident as well as just the kind of person he is. It deals with some pretty dark stuff, including description of an assault, so be aware of that if you do decide to read it. But overall, I really enjoyed it. And number 1, the book I enjoyed most, rated 5 stars, is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I already talked about this as well, so go watch that if you're interested, but it was a wonderful book. Sort of a reclaiming of the story of Rumpelstiltskin, beautifully written with a wonderful plot and just great characters that I really got super invested in and really cared about. That was definitely my favorite read for this month. So I actually, if you, I know some people really didn't like Uprooted, which was Novik's previous novel. I'm kind of in the same vein, but if you like fairy tales, I really think you should give Spinning Silver a chance. I really liked it. So that was my August wrap-up. Still haven't put any of my other bookshelves up, so I'm still trying to film here in front of my one lone little bookshelf, and it's not even arranged very well, so thanks everybody for watching. If you liked any of these or didn't like any of these, let me know, especially Manhattan Beach, because oh my gosh, I just didn't like it. I disliked the parts about Eddie and Dexter so much. I did not care. I don't know if anyone else felt the same way. So thanks, see you next time.